Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Joshua van der Haa, and I'm here today in my clinic on 10 Harley Street to talk to you about coronavirus immunoassay testing. An immunoassay is a biochemical test that determines the amount of a specific molecule through the usage of antibodies or antigens. The molecule that we're trying to find here is the antibody against coronavirus. Now there's two antibodies. IgM or immunoglobulin M, which is an early stage antibody signifying coronavirus infection, then IgG or immunoglobulin G, which is a late stage antibody in coronavirus infection. How are we going to do this? So this is basically what a kit looks like. We have the test cassette, then we have a little needle for a small pinprick that we're going to make in our finger, much like you would with a glucose test, an alcohol swab to obviously disinfect that, and then a syringe of buffer product that will also be added to the test. This is what's inside of the little package. We have the test cassette and a little pipette that's used to transfer the blood onto the cassette. You can see we have two recipient wells, and then here is where we read the results of the test. Recipient well A is the first one we will be using. That's where the blood goes with a little pipette. I'm going to take it off my finger, fill it up, so we have up to here, which is 5 microliters. Then I will drop that in the recipient well A. Then we will take the 60 microliters of buffer and put that in recipient well B, and then that will transfer here onto our actual immunoassay, and we will read the results of that in a mere 10 minutes. Sometimes the results show as early as 2 minutes. Now I know this might be quite familiar of a process to some of you, because it is in fact the very same technology that's used in pregnancy testing. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's get started. So I've laid out everything in the order that I will need it, starting with the alcohol swab, the needle, the pipette for the blood, the cassette, and the buffer. I open the alcohol swab. Disinfect my finger. Break the little top of the needle, stick it, small scratch, then squeeze until I have enough blood to fill my little pipette. And then I add it to recipient well A. Doesn't matter if you've accidentally sucked some air up in with the blood. That's perfectly normal. And now you add the buffer to recipient well B. And then you can see here how the buffer is spreading the blood over the immunoassay. So far M negative, G looking to be negative, and the C stands for control. So if the C is going to be positive, then it's a good test. If the C does not show, then the test is invalid. And we're starting to see a small line at C that will slowly increase in intensity. So now I'll set a timer for 10 minutes, well probably 8, and then we'll see the end results. So 10 minutes have passed, which means my test is complete. And you can see here, there's 3 letters. So C stands for control. If that strip is purple, then it means the test worked. If there's no strip at C, the test is invalid and it was probably not done correctly. G stands for immunoglobulin G, which is the late antibody response. M stands for immunoglobulin M, which is the early antibody response. So I have neither, so I have not had a coronavirus infection, which means that I am vulnerable to coronavirus infection, so I should take all proper precautions. But it also means that me coughing or sneezing or anything at this point isn't going to spread it, although I might get it at a later time. So it's still always important to take proper precautions. The best possible outcome would be C being positive and G being positive. That means that you have antibodies against coronavirus that can help protect you. C being positive and M being positive means that you have a recent coronavirus infection, so you're probably infectious and should be very careful and should self-isolate. G and M being both positive, as well as C, of course, that means that you're somewhere in a late, early stage, so consider yourself infectious as well. There's more information about the right protocols, what to do and what not to do in my earlier video about coronavirus information. There you go. That's how easy it is to have one of these tests.